Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my YouTube channel Studyholic. Let's begin with our next topic today, that is Golgi complex. I have attached the picture from the book as you can appreciate over here. Now let's move on to the definition. It consists of stack of flattened membrane bounded sacs called cisternae together with system of associated vesicles called Golgi vesicles. Now let's talk about the ends of Golgi complex. There are basically two ends, that is cis phase, the forming phase, and the trans phase, also known as maturing phase. Here in the diagram, you can see this is the cis phase and this is the trans phase. Now, over the cis phase, what happens? There is the constant fusion of the vesicles from the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These are the vesicles, and this leads to the formation of new cisternes like this. These are stacks are formed from the cis phase. And the cis phase, also known as forming phase, is convex in shape. Here you can see this form is convex. And if we look to the trans phase over here, here the cisternes break up into the vesicles again, and this one, this trans phase is concave in shape. So that was the discussion about the structure of the Golgi complex. Now let's move on to the functions of Golgi complex. The very first and the most important function of the Golgi complex is the processing of cell secretions. So I'll explain what are the secretions that are processed into the Golgi complex. The most important cell secretions are proteins. As we have discussed in the earlier lecture, that proteins were synthesized in the rough endoplasmic reticulum and they are transported to the Golgi complex through smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So, as you can see over here, here is the protein. It is being transported to the Golgi complex, and while transporting, it is transported in the form of the vesicle that is known as the transport vesicle, and here it is the protein that will be processed into the Golgi complex, and this is the pathway which I'll be discussing over here. The protein that has been received from the rough endoplasmic reticulum is modified into the Golgi complex, and then it is transported outside through the transphase for the further function of the protein in the modified form. So let's talk about the next functions of the Golgi complex, but this was the main function and you should know this diagram is also been taken from the book. You can easily understand. The next function is formation of organelles. The Golgi complex are also responsible for the formation of organelles that we'll be discussing in the next lecture, that are lysosomes, peroxisomes, and glycosomes. Next is the Golgi complex is also responsible for the formation of conjugated proteins, that is glycoprotein and lipoproteins, that we have discussed in the plasma membrane. If you want to learn about the plasma membrane, you can watch my video. So last function is vesicles. Vesicle function is mainly found in plant cell. Within the plant cell, during the cell division, the Golgi complex gives rise to the vesicles, and these vesicles contain cell wall synthesizing materials. So these were all the functions of the Golgi complex. I have discussed about the structure, about the function. Now let's go ahead. Now I'm gonna discuss about the last topic of this lecture, that is basically miscellaneous. It would be good for your knowledge. Phlegmoplast. At cytokinesis, the Golgi vesicles are arranged on cell equator and they fuse together. And as they fuse together, they form phlegmoplast. So that was all about the today's lecture. Now let's move on to my favorite session of the lecture, that is brainstorming. Formation of cisternae takes place in concave phase, cis phase, trans phase, maturing phase. I am very sure that you would be knowing the answers. The right answer is Yes, you got it right. It's cis phase. Next one. Golgi complex processes lipids, fats, proteins, glucose. This one is very easy MCQs because I have focused uh, while the lecture on the functions of Golgi complex, the main function, and that was its processing. And the Golgi complex processes proteins. That was all about today's lecture, and I hope you liked the video. I don't have to say it. Don't forget to like and share my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.